One of the most misunderstood principles of sales is called the elevator pitch. And this is where apparently when you're stood in an elevator, or if you're in a lift, if you're based in the UK, you're in a lift, in an elevator with 10 stories to go down, and next to you is somebody who's a potential prospect. And they turn to you and say, "What do you do?" And then you can pitch what you do to them. In my experience, most people get this, according to me at least, horribly wrong. What most people do is they say, well, I'm an accountant, I'm a lawyer, I'm a this, I'm a that, or even worse, I'm a business coach. And if you say that to anybody in the lift, I can guarantee people are going to glaze over, look the other way, hunt for the buttons and hope for the doors to open. There is a principle and a process, however, that works really well. And I've used it myself, I teach it to my clients, and I think you may find it really useful. The principle is to start off with not what you do, nobody's interested in what you do, but start off with the principle of what value do you add, what problem do you solve, and why would people work with you. Then you frame it in terms of a question. And what I would do as a business coach, for example, if somebody says to me, "Good to meet you, what do you do?" The last thing I say is, "I'm a business coach." They get out of there pretty quick. What I would say is, and it's framed like this, with these 4 key words, "Well, you know how." Now, what I do then is link to that something that I believe they are interested in, or a problem that I solve, or key value that I add. So I may say something like, "Well, you know how most people in business work long hours and don't make the money they need." Now, what I'm looking for then is anybody, the person I'm speaking with, to nod, go, "Yeah," because that applies to them. They recognize there's a challenge they've got or a problem they face. And when they nod, all I say is, "Well, I fix that." I don't tell them I'm a coach, I don't tell them how I do it. All I get them to understand is I solve a problem that they may have in their business. And then what I'm looking for is when I've said, "Well, I fix that," they say, "That's great. How do you do that?" Now, when they say, "How do you do that?" I don't even tell them then. I don't say, "Well, I'm a business coach and blah, blah, blah." What I do say to them is, "Look, I have a range of programs and products I think you'll find really interesting. How about we meet up for a coffee? I explain what I do, how I do it, and if it makes sense, we can work together." Now, what happens then is they go away, hopefully, with an appointment in their diary. They still don't know what I do, but they're interested because I would appear to be able to solve a problem that they've got. So if you could phrase your elevator pitch away from telling them how much experience you have and what you do and how wonderful you are as an accountant or a lawyer or a chiropodist, whatever it is, but phrase it in a way that appeals to them, the value that you add or the problems that you solve. "Well, you know how." Then you phrase it, you look for them to nod, "Well, I fix that." That's all there is to it. It works really well. In fact, in my experience, if you're in a lift or in an elevator, you probably don't want to speak to anybody. But you're for a networking group, a social event or a meeting or anything like that, and somebody says to you, "What do you do?" Try it out, see how it goes, and let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, you can like, comment, share, or subscribe to the video series. You can also find more details about what we do and how we do it at our website, the details of which are just below this video. Thanks for watching.